So there was this one time in my business a few years ago, kind of when I first got going and whatnot. And, it's lawn maintenance, so in the fall we do leaf cleanups. So anyways, I'm just starting out. And I'm like, yeah, man, mow's typically 20, 25 bucks a cut. I'm like, all right, man, so we're going to start making money on leaves too. And I'm like, how much money do people want to pay for leaves? And I'm like, well, I feel like it's got to be a little bit more than a mow because you have to haul stuff away. But I feel like people don't want to pay that much for leaves, right? So I get a phone call. I've maybe had an ad on Craigslist or something, and I get a phone call from some lady out in Rockford. And I'm located in the center of Wyoming, so that's about a 15 to 20 mile drive one way, okay, to this job site. And I'll just let you know right now, like, that's outside of our service area now. If somebody calls me and they're that far away, I'm not telling them, sorry, we don't service that area, okay? So anyways, I get a phone call from some lady out in like Rockford, and they're like, hey, I want my leaves picked up, yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, we can do it for 45 bucks. Bro, I didn't look at the property. I didn't freaking Google map it. I didn't do anything. I was just like, yeah, 45 bucks. We'll be there. We'll be there, tomorrow. We're coming there. We're going to go make a bunch of money, right, on this leaf cleanup. Can't be that bad, right? So we get there. And as I'm driving there, like I said, it's 15, 20 miles away. It's a 30-minute drive, damn near. And driving there, and we're like out in the sticks, bro. And then the driveway, it's kind of like long back in the woods, and then it opens up to this big yard with a house on it. And the house is probably $400,000 house. It's a decent sized lot, probably maybe half acre, 3/4 of an acre almost on their lot. So pretty big yard. And I'm in there, and we pulled up with me and one other guy, and I had the van, Meyer bags, and an electric plug-in leaf blower, one of them. Oh, sorry. I had one handheld gas-powered leaf blower too. Okay, that's what we were rolling around with. Thankfully, we were just able to take the leaves and blow them in the woods. We didn't have to haul them away. So we proceed to start making it happen at this property, and we're clearing off all the leaves, blowing them into the woods and stuff. And it takes us 3.5 hours on the property. So that's not including the half-hour drive there and the half-hour drive back. So it's about a 4.5-hour job in total that we did for this person. And I charged them $45. Can you do the math on that? Yeah. I lost some money that day. And I bring that up just because, I don't know, it always floats in my mind every now and again, right? Just that story about how I charged some lady $45 to pick up her leaves, which took us 4 hours to do. So I spent half a day at this lady's house with somebody else for 45 bucks. Cha-ching! But in all seriousness, in terms of like quoting something for a job in your business or something like that, when I left that property and realized how long it took us, I felt 100% defeated. I felt humiliated. I was embarrassed. I felt stupid. I felt worthless. I felt hopeless. I'm sitting here, and I'll never forget the thought. I'm pulling out of this lady's driveway, and all I can think about is how does a grown man pay their bills picking up leaves? I'm like, I just spent 4 hours for 45 bucks. So that was the time I lost my ass when running my business.